Today I'm sharing the best updated controller settings for Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2 in Season 4. And we start with the button layout. I recommend to everybody that's not using a paddled controller to use Bumper Jumper Tactical. This is the only button layout preset which allows you to do all ranges of movement without taking your thumbs or fingers off key buttons. So we're just talking about jumping and drop shotting really. Next up is stick sensitivity, and really the best number for this is as high as you can go before your accuracy starts to reduce too much. But really, as a minimum, you want to have 5.5 as your sensitivity, and I know loads of you will probably go above 10, maybe all the way up to 20. But if you do want to run a high sensitivity, you can alter this ADS Sensitivity Multiplier to help you out. So this is how sensitive the sticks are when you're actually aimed in. So it allows us to have our stick sensitivity much higher here, but then when we aim in, it's much more manageable. 0.8 to 0.85 is usually best for everyone. Then for automatic sprint, I recommend putting this on automatic tactical sprint. This just means as soon as you press your left analog, you're gonna go into a full sprint. And it just means we move around the map much quicker and saves us getting hit by a bullet or two. For interact and reload behavior, change this to prioritize interact if you haven't already. This just means that when we're looting up or opening doors, we can just tap to interact with those items rather than hold the button. So every single interaction is a little bit quicker. But if there's nothing to interact with, you can still tap the button to reload your weapon. And in situations where you can reload and interact with items, it will prioritize the interaction with items. For armor plate behavior, put this on apply all. This just allows us with one click to apply all 3 plates. Then for advanced controller settings, of course, we want aim assist on, and I recommend putting the aim assist type on default. For aim response curve type, I recommend dynamic. This ensures quicker movement and response time when you start moving your analogs around. So the second you start moving them, you're going to get a quick response on the screen. Whereas if your enemy is on standard, you're probably going to get your aim on them first. Then we have ADS Sensitivity Multiplier, but specifically when you're focusing. So for example, holding your breath when you're looking down a sniper. So I put this to 0.9, which means it'll be even slower than the 0.8 for Sensitivity Multiplier that we've already applied. So if we left this at 1, and my usual ADS Sensitivity Multiplier is 0.8, we'll still essentially be on 0.8 when we aim around. So by putting on 0.9, we go even lower. For the transition timing, put this on instant. For the dead zone minimums, go as low as you can go before you get stick drift. If your aim does start to drift, just put them up a little bit. Then as we come down to specific movement behaviors, so things like the grounded mantle or automatic airborne mantle, generally we want these all off. By doing this, it means we can still mantle and jump over things. We just don't get any extra assistance with that, which means we can be much freer running around the map. The game doesn't start vaulting over things or latching onto ledges for us. We can just click the buttons and decide for ourselves. Then for invert, slide, and dive behavior, put this on inverted. It just means that we tap to dive. For parachute auto deploy, turn it off. We can manually pull our parachutes much closer to the ground. Then for weapon mount movement exit, we want this on, and we want the exit delay to be short. And now that we're finished up here, why don't you check out the best graphic settings this season, or even the fastest way to rank up weapons?